Alice, come down.
Well, Forgrim, let's get you a pale ale.
Alas, the beer tastes only half as good without Ardo. Those were the days back then.
None of you has ever told me what actually happened back then.
Because it's a secret.
Yes, that's what you keep telling me over and over.
Maybe you're old enough for it now. Listen. It's a story about betrayal and greed, and the beginning of a friendship. A young, previously unknown adventurer was also with us. Otherwise, we would probably not have pulled it off. Somehow, this person got entangled in our problems during the autumn of the year 1009.
It's good of you to join us on land, young man. We'll camp here tonight before we reach Nadaret tomorrow. But there is just one thing. You promised to make yourself useful during our journey. I forgot all about that, or I would have given you something to do much sooner. Lend old Pete a hand to set up camp for the night. We'll set off at first light tomorrow. Our paying passengers are in a hurry. Ah, these young folks have a thirst for knowledge. Ask away. Well, what can I say? It's a small and rather pretty trading town on the Great River, ruled by the Honorable Baron Dajan of Nadaret. Oh, you have a fine ear for detail, and you're right. The Baron's name was given to him by his mother, Mariscan. The Nadarets are one of the oldest noble families in all of the Kosh. And is there anything else you would like to ask? Well, for one thing, it's night. And you're much better off on land at night. If you ask Pete, he'll tell you that the River Father hates being woken at night and crushes the ships that disturb his sleep. But I would say it's just good sense. You can't see the rocks in a river at night. Is there anything else you would like to ask me?
If you're wondering where your bedroll is, you better ask that fellow. Hey, Pete.
Who? What? Oh, it's someone from the boat. What was your name again? Oh, right. You're the one who couldn't afford to pay the full fare, the one that I can use for odd jobs. Sorry, I don't know how I could forget that. Friendly? Well, if you enjoy working so much, you can do my job as well. Or not. Who the...
No, that's not true. Somebody stole the money, and I was so shocked by the theft that I forgot to buy the tinder fungus. Really?
Well, someone will have to find some dry tinder fungus somewhere on this island, and you are going with them, just in case.
I'm not scared. I would go on my own if it wasn't so dull.
Make sure she comes back in one piece, or you'll have me to deal with. Jana is in enough trouble as it is.
And then you can tell me what he whispered to you. Come on.
Don't you dare. And Jana, no dawdling and jabbering about.
Come on, tell me. What did he whisper to you? I think there might be some tinder fungus inside the ruined tower. It's as wet as a bowl of Kosh cabbage broth. We won't find a shred of dry tinder fungus out here if Effort has blessed the entire island with his wonders. I know. While we're here, let's take a look inside the ruined tower. I bet it's still nice and dry inside. So you... I'm not so sure that we should go in there. There seems to be a cave in there, and in Pete's tales, only one person ever gets out of a cave alive. Really? Well, I'll trust you this time. We'll be all right if we stick together. You go ahead. I'll watch your back. Don't touch it. I think it's a shrine consecrated to the River Father, And Pete reminds me every day that a good boatman never angers the River Father. But how exactly do you know that? I pray to the 12 gods too, but that's no reason to bring the wrath of the River Father down on us. Oh no! If I... There you have it. Your greed has brought the wrath of the River Father down on us. And I bet that was just a taste of what's to come. It's all your fault. Well, I hope I'll Let's take this back to Pete right now. I'm looking forward to a nice, warm fire. Wait a moment. I want to ask you something. We never get the opportunity to talk in private on the ship. Tell me, what do you think of the other passengers? Well? But he knows the Great River like the back of his hand. He knows how to avoid the river's teeth and can navigate. He can be a hard and stubborn man. But I guess he has to be. After all, he has to shoulder the responsibility for the ship, the crew, and the passengers. He sure is. The Star of Fair. What about the others? Oh, he's always complaining about something. I can never do anything right in his eyes, and he never believes me either. Exactly. He really shouldn't take his bad temper out on me all the time, but I enjoy listening to his stories. What about the others? Me? Why? Oh, thanks. You're right. I'm as grumpy as old Pete sometimes. But I would love to know what becomes of you one day. What about the others? We've talked for long enough.
It's a relief to see that you have...
What do you mean, we're worried? I still am worried. Shaky Legs Carl told me all about what happened.
For all I care, that stupid River Father can steal Shaky Legs Carl away.
What? Captain, you mustn't say such things. What's more, Henry spied a dark shadow on the river.
But I'm not asking you, Pete. If you want to stand guard all night, be my guest. But I want everyone else rested up for the coming day. And that's my final word.
Just in case anyone is interested, we actually did find some dry tinder fungus.
Good news at last. Pete, stop babbling and take care of the fire, all right?
You! Take care of the fire, Jana!
But...
And you go. Tell your 3 traveling companions over there that the camp is set for the night. But do not otherwise disturb them. Don't let Pete hear about that. What about it? And Jana thought that was a sign of the River Father's wrath? You want anything else?
I'm sorry, but we're in the middle of an important...
What's that supposed to...
It would be better if you left us...
Forgive me, but my companions do not welcome your presence.
Oh, I have to agree with him.
Nobody's going to bed yet.
As you no doubt heard, the good sir has requested that we continue our deliberations a few...
Have you spoken with the gentleman? Well, that's their business, isn't it? Thank you for helping to set... Pete has laid out your bedroll. It's the one with the yellow blanket over by the fire. Sleep. Wake up! We're under attack! Help me!
Watch out! Behind you!